So folks, today we are here at Castle Noel. They have a lot of historic Christmas things in there. They have a lot of stuff like props from movies. Dawn, are you ready?
I am ready.
Let's do this. Now they have a little mini golf here called Alien Vacation. It looks a lot of fun. Castle Noel is known for a lot of things. Of course, they have the Higbee's Santa Mountain in there with the famous slide where Ralphie pushes himself up and says, "I want a Red Ryder BB gun." And Santa says, "You'll shoot your eye out, kid." And we're gonna take a ride today on that slide, just like Ralphie did back in A Christmas Story. And I'm super stoked. Now they have a lot of movie props from like Elf, the movie Elf, and a lot of just Christmas movies, Santa Claus movies. They also have store windows from like New York and that with the animatronic elves and stuff. So there's a lot of things in here, a lot of history, a lot of Christmas history. Yeah, and I'm excited for this. Now we're a little early today, so I thought maybe we might be able to get in early today. And then all of a sudden, a great big bus pulled up, and a bunch of folks got out. You do have to buy your tickets in advance. Now we were going to do this last year, but there was no tickets available, so we had to pass up. But I said this year we're going to get our tickets in advance, right? And here we are in the very cold north of Ohio. And yeah, I'm excited for this. I've been wanting to do Castle Noel for a long time. I mean, probably years and years and years, especially after I learned that the Higbee's Santa Mountain, the famous slide that Ralphie climbed up, is in there. I'm just super stoked. I don't even know what to expect. Do you? I don't know either. This is the largest indoor Christmas collection in America. I think these are some of the, like maybe the former New York store windows. It's kind of hard to see with the glare, but there's some animatronic ladies in there playing the guitar, right?
Remember the Brat dolls?
Yeah, they look like Brat dolls, don't they? And it's definitely New York City, right? Yeah. And yet again, the glare is really bad. Castle Noel. Oh yeah, they got the old man's prize, right?
Yeah.
The famous leg lamp. I rode the slide. Yeah, they got some really cool merch there. It's been around for 10 years. Lots of really great hoodies, and of course everything in here is Christmassy. And of course you all know Christmas is one of my favorite times of year, and they do have a pin for the map. It's quite the big pin too. But they got a lot of great things here. They got magnets for the fridge, cups, ornaments for the tree. That's a really heavy ornament there. Yeah, $18 for that, $9 for the pin. I rode the slide, right? Everybody wants to ride the slide. All kinds of jingle bells. Santa would definitely be proud, right? I love Christmas. Ooh, here's a bubble light for Uncle Jimmy. Yeah.
A little elf on the shelf guy.
Yeah.
It's kind of cute. We had one growing up. I just don't have one.
Yeah, my mom I think still has an old school one.
I think you're supposed to hide them every day in different spots.
Those guys are adorable, aren't they?
Yep.
Christmas with Colonel Sanders, huh? I bet you that's a lot of fun. I'll have to see if I can find that. Cousin Eddie's RV. Hey, there's the hose, Dawn. Okay, well, let's go ahead. We're going to see this at the end again.
Finds out what people are wanting, and then puts the letters back here to be added to the decoration of the mail. We acquired this mail from Macy's to help out Santa and Zell during this very busy time of year. Now waiting for you. Talk to them, tell them what you want. This is from Lord & Taylor's Platinum Award-winning Sweet Shop display from 2015. This was the window display they put up in New York. And this clock is special because it runs on Christmas spirit. If there's enough of it in the room, it might just do something really cool. So on the count of 3, I need everyone to give me a big old Merry Christmas. And it might do something cool for us. And this is your chance to get a video, by the way, folks. So you have phones to get out, and now is the time. All right, so on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3.
Merry Christmas!
We got the clock working again just like it did, restored it beautifully, and I think it's one of our best pieces here. You'll actually get to see the inside of it, a restoration, and the Sweet Shop display in our window display section. But before that, you're all carefully follow me down the ramp and in this hallway. All right, now, as you walk in, you're going to see a lot of pictures on the wall. And these pictures are a part of our Hall of Fame. Mark made this as a tribute to the various stars who helped spread Christmas cheer on screen, whether that's the big screen or small live action animation. We've got someone's picture around here somewhere. We got classics like Andy Griffith and Happy Days. For those of us a little mature, we have The Simpsons and National Lampoons. I want everyone to get a good look at this costume. So if you need to, you can scooch a little bit this way, because everyone needs to see this costume, because it's a big deal. And I don't just mean it's a large costume, because this is the original, genuine Kris Kringle costume from 1947's Miracle on 34th Street, worn by Edmund Gwenn himself. Now, if you have not seen Miracle on 34th Street, I don't know what you're doing with your life. It is one of the best Christmas movies of all time, and one of the best Santa Clauses you will ever see. So I'd watch this if you get the chance. It's just amazing. And also so rare to have this costume on display in such great condition. Oh, hey, Mark.
Hello, everyone. Have a wonderful time. Hope you enjoyed the ice water dunk.
Uh-oh.
Now, like I said, all of this costume is just so rare to have. It's like finding water in the desert or a Super Bowl win for the Browns. It's just so hard to find, no matter how hard you look.
And this jeweled artwork is a piece that Dana did a few years ago. They used to have these things up at Great Northern Mall. So this would kind of draw attention to their display. So when they moved in here, they brought this in for the beginning of your tour, and also wanted to just kind of remember their beginnings and where they came from. Now, if anybody has any vertigo or balance issues you don't want to go through, that's not a problem. You can stay back, I can turn it off and walk you through after. That's
Yeah.
harder than it looks.
Yeah, you feel like you're... Whoa. It does make you feel like you're moving though, doesn't it?
They're moving. He's plugging it in. She's got the buzzer.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
from 2020. This is from Saks Fifth Avenue. That's their, this is one of the windows in their series for their tribute to Diker Heights. It's a Manhattan neighborhood where they got all the lights out. They go nuts with the lights, got the blow molds out, all the decorations. They go nuts with everything, have competitions. Think these houses are pretty much full-size for New York City, and it's a beautiful display. And this entire display is 3D printed. And 3D printing makes my head hurt. It's amazing. But this is still artwork. Somebody had to design all this and get the shapes, get everything to scale, get all the colors, and they did a beautiful job. And it takes months to do all this. And a lot of these stores will spend about $2 million plus a year to create these. Takes about 9 months for the most part. And they put them up for about 8 weeks, then destroy them. So Mark is so passionate about trying to get these to keep, just for y'all to have memories of this stuff for years to come. A lot of the stores now are going to video displays and mannequins. And yeah, let's all jump in the car and go down to Macy's and check out the Christmas video displays. Won't that be fun? No, it won't, Dan. So we just want to have memories for y'all of this because it is beautiful. Anybody play with toys? You guys were kids? Anybody still play with toys? There you go. There you go. These get more expensive when we get older. That sucks. To you, y'all had a lousy childhood. I'm sorry. So welcome to our I Had That Toy.
Oh my gosh.
Right this way.
Holy shoot.
We got 1,000 Hot Wheels.
Oh, wow. Look at this. Lincoln Logs, My Little Pony. Wow. Look at all the Hot Wheel cars.
Oh my gosh.
It's hard to take it all in. Look at it. There's a Rainbow Bright, right? I think that's Rainbow Bright, isn't it? I think so. Connects, Light Bright. Oh, Dawn, they have the aircraft carrier. The G.I. Joe aircraft carrier.
Oh.
Wow.
Hard to take it all in.
There is a lot.
Barbie even had that. Teddy Ruxpin. Do you remember these? I don't know.
Dawn, there's a strawberry shortcake like house over there.
Oh, blueberry muffin. Yeah.
Oh, it's hard. Planet of the Apes, Mad. Even the aircraft carrier is moving back and forth very, very slightly. Even the ceiling is got stuff hanging from it. There's Buzz Lightyear. Well, if there's not a toy, there's got to be at least one toy in here you recognize as a kid, right? Lincoln Logs. Rambo lunchbox. Oh, there's the He-Man. There's Castle Grayskull, right?
Castle Grayskull.
Yeah. Castle Grayskull. I think that's Robbie the robot up there. It's a robot.
Oh, wow. Look at this.
What?
Look at this.
Oh my goodness. Is that Santa in there?
So, he's flying over the village.
Oh wow. That's absolutely. It's a Christmas bulb, and when it opens,
It's gorgeous.
it
Saks Fifth Avenue 2022. We just got it.
Saks Fifth Avenue 2022. Wow, look at that.
Constellations in there. It's gorgeous.
Oh wow, yeah, up above.
Down below and up above, and you get a little town in there too. It's one of my. It's probably my favorite new piece. We do have a few surprises throughout to show you.
Oh wow,
That was just installed.
that's crazy.
All right, we're gonna fill in this room. I'll just give you a little hint. It is a movie
Okay.
set.
Oh wow! So this is the what movie is? No. Oh wow! Look at.
We'll talk about it. Yep, that's actually new as well. That's from A Miser Brothers Christmas. We don't know which reindeer it is, so we call him Mark. Just kidding. How many of you have seen the movie Elf starring Will Ferrell? Everybody, right?
Yes.
That movie was so popular, and it turns 20 this year, right? So we got some big things coming on. But what they did was they turned it into a Broadway musical. The Broadway musical was also really popular, so what they did was they mashed the two together to get the movie you see here, which is Elf, Buddy's Musical Christmas. Debuted in 2014 on NBC, and it's a stop-motion film. It does have animation with it, but it harkens back to those great classics like Frosty the Snowman, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, A Year Without a Claus. All of those movies Mark would love to have something from. He just was unable to at that point. So when this movie debuted, he had to have it. He was extremely persistent. He reached out to the studio almost every day for about a year and a half, and they finally relented. And the art director actually flew out here about 6 years ago and brought the set. So you're on a movie set right now. And we were also able to get Buddy. So he's down there in his box. He is the original puppet from this film. Making a stop motion film is extremely tedious work. What they do is they place the puppet, they take about 34 pictures of it in a second, move it slightly, and do the same thing over and over again. Then they take those pictures, they string them along to get that classic stop motion action that you see on the screen. So if they were to work a full 8-hour day, do you know about how much of their work we would see on the screen? We'll go minutes, seconds, anybody? Okay, it's 5 to 7 seconds.
Oh
So
wow!
after a full work day, you would see 5 to 7 seconds of the movie. Making this movie, it's a 45-minute movie-ish. It took about 2 years to make. Into this room, pay special attention to the sparkly costume and the beard, and then this large animatronic reindeer, and Santa's workshop costume. And then we're gonna fill in the room, and we're gonna talk about everything in here. So sparkly costume, beard, large animatronic reindeer, and Santa's workshop outfit. And the pocket.
I recognize this already off the bat.
This is one of my favorite movies.
Yes. Wow.
My
Is that a
mom-
real reindeer?
This is from the movie Santa Claus. Remember?
This
Yes.
is one of my mom's favorite movies. Movie featuring Dudley Moore, Burgess Meredith, John Lithgow's costume. He was BZ, this terrible, evil toy maker. And we also have these wonderful mechanical reindeer in this case. We're going to watch how these were made. Don't forget, this is 1985. There's a TV back there as well.
Meanwhile, a scene
And up
with
here.
the
So
real
we've got-
deer on the New York
This
roof
is
has added
1985, so
complications.
this is back before
They were
CGI.
solved
They
by a
had to be
number
really
of the
creative
Oscar
coming up
winners
with
on
their
the Santa
special
Claus
effects.
team,
So here's
Derek
these
Bennett,
mechanical reindeer that are in this
director of
case.
visual and miniature effects.
How would you like to drive for a while?
Me? Drive?
Sure. It's easy. Here, take the reins. Well, come on.
This one's on live right now.
How do I do it?
Oh, great.
From the old North Pole, where the elves make toys. Here's a Christmas treat for you girls and boys.
And that's Dudley Moore's outfit from the movie Santa Claus. Oh my gosh, Don. There's Donner. I remember him. Yes. Oh my gosh, this brings back so many memories. Let's go ahead. And this is the animatronic sleigh that was used in the movie, you know, before CGI and all that.
Show and send you through. Everybody ready?
Yep.
It's gonna be gorgeous. All right, head on in. Again, the more, the merrier. The tighter the squeeze.
And the chimney squeeze, huh? Come on, Dawn.
Another light show from the movie Deck the Halls. This movie starred Danny DeVito and Matthew Broderick, or as I like to call it, Ferris Bueller meets the Penguin. Now, in this movie, Danny DeVito's character wants to get his house seen from outer space. Now, how does he do that? More Christmas lights, of course. He keeps on doing that until he finally is able to be seen from outer space. And, well, fun fact, they didn't use an actual house to show all the lights, because let's be honest here, not even Hollywood can afford that electricity bill. They did have over 80,000 individual lights in this little house, and they used this one for all those fancy light scenes throughout the movie. And when Mark first got it, he was told that it was going to work. But when he first plugged it in, it didn't. In fact, it took them 3 years of hard work, dedication, and a lot of Christmas spirit until finally it did work.
Hi, everybody.
And here it
Thanks
is.
for coming. Really happy that you did. I hope you enjoy these lights. I did them all for you.
But we have 2 window display cases. It's actually pretty cool and rare that we have these because these are from Main Street Disney and only 11 have ever been given out. And the others would either be destroyed or kept by Main Street. And then 7 out of those 11 were actually given to Michael Jackson. And then the other 4 were given to executive producers. And I know what you're thinking, sadly no, Mark's not an executive producer, although that would be pretty cool. He only got them from them, but I don't think I want to know how or for how much. And then in here, as we're walking in, we can see that we have one of Buddy's costumes. And I say one of because there are actually 2 made, and one was made kind of shortened so that in the North Pole, it would give the effect that he was so much bigger than all of the other elves. And the other was sized normally so he would look like any other human in New York City. And we actually have the shortened version. And then over here we have the purple costume. We may not recognize it because it is from a deleted scene. And that scene is actually playing on the screen now if you guys want to watch it. And Buddy had just found out his dad was on the naughty list. So he was pretty mad. And in this scene he was being pretty aggressive. And that didn't really fit with Buddy's character, so they deleted the scene because he was such a happy person with lots of Christmas spirit. And then in the case over here, we have these 3 red costumes. These were the assistant elves in the movie. And then we also have our famous gift to someone special. I think that this scene is pretty funny in the movie. And on the wall over here, we have some pictures showing the scene. And then in the cradle, we have little baby Susie's costume, because at the end of the movie, we see that Buddy and Jovi have a little baby girl. And at the bottom of the case, we have the book that Buddy's dad wrote about him, along with some of the toys that were sold along with it. And then back over here, so I'm kind of jumping around a little bit, we have this this blue costume, and this is what all of the girl elves would wear in the North Pole. And then if any of you are from the Cleveland area, Mr. Jingling was known as the Keeper of Keys, and he got this title because at Christmas Eve, Santa was trying to get everything ready to deliver all of the toys, but he lost his key to the toy room. So he was panicking and scrambling to find anything that would open this door. And then Mr. Jingling came along, and he made him a new key and saved Christmas. Therefore, the Keeper of Keys. And it's kind of funny, a man named Earl Keys, you get it, Keys, he played Mr. Jingling for a short while, and sadly he did pass away, but Mark and his family had a connection, and they had graciously donated his costume as a permanent display here at Castle Noel. And I know that Mark is very honored to have this. Then if you guys want to come into this next room, we're going to Christmas with the Cranks and Fred Claus. And then at Christmas with the Cranks stars Tim Allen and Jamie Lee Curtis, along with our famous Frosty here. His scene is going to be playing on the TV. And in this movie, Tim Allen and Jamie Lee Curtis, their daughter was going off to college, so they didn't think she would be home for the holidays. And so they didn't set anything up for Christmas, no decorations or anything. But on Christmas Eve, they got a call from her saying that she would be home that night. So they had less than a day to put everything up, and thus birthed our Frosty scene. And then the costume that Tim Allen is wearing is off to the right of the screen. This was the actual Frosty that was used in this scene.
Oh, it moved.
Then how can this be the actual Frosty if we just saw him shattered? Frosty had his very own stunt double. And then the jacket we see Dan Aykroyd wearing is in this display over here, along with Tim Allen and Jamie Lee Curtis's costumes that are in this scene. Fred Claus, his display is over here. And we have the leather jacket that he wore for most of this film, along with some of the smaller costumes that were used for the elves. And, excuse me, believe it or not, these costumes were worn by full-grown adults. Not dwarves, not children, but adults. They got the actors and actresses from a tribe in Russia. I cannot pronounce the tribe's name, but I think it's pretty cool to see their adult size compared to our adult size.
Oh wow, look at all the cardinals. So these are storefronts from different stores in New York? Okay.
Those beautiful white cardinal houses there are from Lord & Taylor, 2014. They were looking at life inside a mansion, and one of the mansions they looked at was a beautiful cardinal mansion. On the other side of the street here is our 1996 Saks Fifth Avenue Nutcracker Windows. Our first window is a teaser window. We have Clara on her bed, dreaming of a nutcracker, and Mama Ginger in the center with the children of the world dancing underneath her. Then we come on down here to where the story really starts. She wants to know, what does she want for Christmas? Does she want that beautiful castle? Or maybe that awesome rocking horse? Or every girl's dream, a cannon? But Clara's like, no, no, no. All she wants is up on that top shelf there. She's begging for her nutcracker. And then we have a beautiful candlelit Victorian Christmas.
You got a nutcracker.
Yes. You can see they got all their gifts. The cannon's behind the tree waiting to be unwrapped. If you look very carefully on the floor there in front of the rocking horse, as it rocks backwards, someone keeps popping up in there. And if you want to take a really close look, you'll see that he's all dressed in his armor, ready to tell his story. Yes, that's our little mouse king. So we are going to shrink on down, and that castle's going to grow on up around us. And we get to the epic battle between the mouse king and the nutcracker. Now they're battling for the hand of Clara in marriage, and they both want this. So they go at it hard. But in the end, the nutcracker wins the day. And to celebrate that win, we have the beautiful wedding between Clara and the nutcracker. On the pedestal there in the beautiful gold beaded dress is the nutcracker's mother, the queen, and her ladies in waiting are dancing at her feet. In the arches above, buried in those flowers, are birds and butterflies that are providing the music for them to dance to. A year to build, and when they do put them up, they aren't meant to be up more than 6 weeks, and then torn down and destroyed. In the center here in pink with her cheetah is Josephine Baker. She's a singer-dancer in the 20s and 30s, and she actually walked the streets with her pet cheetah. Next to her is some beautiful tin work. That's from our very own Higby building. It's also part of a Christmas story. When Ralphie was looking in the department window at the beginning of the movie, he was looking in at those pieces. At this very end here, we have some red and green blocks. Those Mary blocks are from The Grinch, starring Jim Carrey. A little teaser of what's up and coming. Mrs. Claus at the end here on the table is part of that window that Ralphie was looking in. She had that Red Ryder BB gun that he wanted sitting next to her.
Oh, look at the cakes.
But here the best part is the sweet shop at the end. So this goes with the cuckoo clock that is downstairs. And then we have a third smaller window at the end of the upstairs. It's from Lord & Taylor 2015. It also is a platinum winner. It was voted the best window of the year. And I know we can totally see why, but if you try to eat that, you would be eating styrofoam and plastic. There we go.
Hi everybody, it's me again. Welcome back. I hope you're having a great time here at Castle Noel. I wanted to take a couple of minutes before you had a chance to see our next display to just express the amazing gratitude that we have to Saks Fifth Avenue for allowing us to bring these incredible pieces of art for all of us to enjoy. I wanted you to get a sense of what it was like for us to be there, but also what it was like the night they were launched. And now, join your host for a journey through the rest of Saks Fifth Avenue's land of 1,000 delights.
Well, are you ready for some more sweet treats? Come on in and join me. Thank you for your patience. All wrapped up. In the back there we have Paris and China. In the center is New York. And our way out is between London and Venice here. Above you are these beautiful hand-rolled snowflakes. Now a little fun fact, Bloomingdale's is known for all of its glitter. They really like to glitter up everything. And Lord and Taylor are more storytellers. They'll lay out the whole story for you in their windows. So it does help for us to figure out for finding pieces where they actually came from. I'm sorry. No, it's okay.
Oh, it is Santa. He's the reindeer.
Alright.
There's Big Ben.
Oh, yeah. London, huh?
We got him all.
Piled high, horse-drawn carriage, and going, I didn't spend a penny. It's just beautiful. They do take a full entire year to build these. In New York, the
I say, this sounds like Jingle Bells. We're dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. Across the fields we go, we're laughing all the way.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Downstairs.
Down the steps, please use the handrail. And we'll gather at the bottom of this first flight of steps in front of that delicious looking window. In the tour, the people start asking for samples. All that you see here is sugar-free, calorie-free.
Taste-free.
And
Taste-free, yeah.
taste-free, that's right. Then one day, out of the blue, he got a call from a woman in Colorado. She knew Mark was an artist, early into Christmas, and so she asked him to convert this furniture that she had from the movie so she could use it in her nail salon. Mark said, well, it's probably not real furniture. When they make a movie like How the Grinch Stole Christmas, they don't make real furniture, they just carve it out of foam. And sure enough, these are blocks of foam that were carved and covered with plastic. Mark said, I will make some furniture for you, some actual real furniture you can use in your nail salon. So he went to work, spent several months making furniture that looked like this, but was real furniture. And once he completed the project, he loaded it on the truck and took it out to Colorado. He presented it to the woman, they made a deal so he could bring this movie furniture here. And she even had the slippers that Cindy Lou Who wore in the making of the film, and she donated those to Castle Noel. On the screen there on the right, you see Taylor Munson, who played Cindy Lou Who. She did an excellent job in the movie, and she was only 6 years old when she made the movie. If you've seen the movie, you know she has a major part out of singing, acting, and dancing, and did remarkable for a 6-year-old. This is from Bloomingdale's. Looks like something
Even the
you see
tree
at
and some
Bloomingdale's, doesn't it?
shoes,
We have
high
the shoe
heels.
tree, the shoe ramp, and the shoe display case. And the dancing ladies are from a land of 1,000 delights. And they tell me that all the shoes you see are size 10. I do not know that because I've not tried any of them. Then behind you, you see our display window from Saks Fifth Avenue. This tells a story based on a book by Colleen Charleston, One Enchanted Christmas.
Yeah, so these are movie used props from the movie Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Oh my goodness. These were all used in the movie, Dawn. Remember the car?
Yeah.
And over there is the actual Grinch costume that was used in the movie. Wow, it's hard to take all this in. And then here's the a foam replica of Tim Allen's face for the movie Santa Claus Part 2, I believe, right? Anyways, it's amazing. And I remember this from the Santa Claus movies also. Remember the Naughty or Nice? Yes. Yeah, Sabretooth. Turbo Man. Now that was from the movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger in here. Jingle All the Way, was it? Yeah, Jingle All the Way.
There's the slide.
Wow. So crazy. Yeah, there's some more props from the movie Santa Claus. Yeah. Now here's one of the animatronic heads of one of the reindeer, from Santa Claus 2. Yep, these are all props from Santa Claus 2. I remember it. Wow. And then that would have been what he would have wore. You know what I mean? And look at the size. That's all the stuff that the Grinch stole from the Who's, right? Wow. The Grinch has been very naughty. Yeah. That was a lot of stuff he had taken. It's even like busting at the seams.
That's a big one.
And that was the ring, right?
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That one.
That was the ring from the Grinch, right?
Yeah.
What's her name? I can't think of it. Yeah. Wow.
I forgot her name.
Yeah. Yeah. There's some of the costumes from Grinch.
That's Grinch feet.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys gonna ride the slide, anybody, and see Santa? Okay. We have a lot of parties in Tuesday. Are you riding the slide? You can view them over there, where that elf is, and you can purchase them if you choose.
All the different costumes. There's the roast beast. They even got the roast beast. Don, they got the roast beast.
Roast beast.
Yeah, right over there. See it? That's the slide that Ralphie made his way back up to tell Santa that he wanted a Red Ryder BB gun. Did you get that Red Ryder BB gun?
You're gonna see the glow at the end of the tour.
Wow, that was an amazing tour of Castle Noel. Takes about an hour and a half to go through it, and there's a lot of great movie props. One of my favorite was the Santa Claus, the movie, with the animatronic reindeer that was shot back in the 80s. It was one of the movies I grew up with. And I love the storefronts like Saks Fifth Avenue and Bloomingdale's. What did you think, Dawn?
It was amazing just to be able to go in there. The slide was the best part.
Oh yes, the Higbees. Yeah, and we did get a photo of us and Santa. You know, you have to, right? I got a little video of you going down the slide. Now, it wouldn't let you take any video going down the slide, but I did get you coming down it, so it was cool. That brought back a lot of memories. I so badly wanted to turn around and try to crawl up and say, I want a Red Ryder BB gun. But that slide, you move quick. I don't know how Ralphie, got turned around and did all that. And then behind us is Cousin Eddie's RV. Of course, we all know the famous saying, the shitter's full.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right over there. He did that right there. Randy Quaid, right there. That was used. That was screen used. And one of the, see, there, oh.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, right? Hey, Clark. Merry Christmas, right? And here's a funny thing.
Merry Christmas, filthy animals.
You notice that it's all rusty, but it's fiberglass. They made it look like it was rusting for the movie, but it can't rust because it's fiberglass. And we've learned a lot. Like a lot of the movie props are made out of styrofoam, and it was a blast, wasn't it? What'd you think, Dawn?
I enjoyed it. It was a blast.
It was a blast. Now, it was $60 for both of us, so about $30 a person. I think it's well worth it. It's amazing. We got to meet Mark, the creator and founder of this. He was also very nice and a lot of fun. And he's a funny guy. He's a funny guy. If you are in the area, definitely come out and check it out. It was a lot of fun. It really was. What? Knoxville is here? What? Those Knoxville people are following us around. We can't get away from the Smokies, can we? Folks, that's going to do it for today here at Castle Noel. I had a blast. It was great. So if you guys like this vlog, give it a thumbs up. Also, if you haven't, please subscribe so you miss these upcoming road trip adventures. Folks, we are on the search of Christmas. And until next time.
Thanks for watching.
Bye, everyone. That's the photo we got with Santa on the top of that famous slide. And I got another pin for the map there. Pretty cool.